Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Well, what we're going to do today is I want to make a Dollar Tree Farmhouse wall decor using some of those beautiful wall decor pictures that I found and hauled for you not long ago. I think this is going to be simple and very beautiful. So let me show you what you'll need in case you want to make this really cute wall decor that's farmhouse from the Dollar Tree. First, you're going to need 3 of these Dollar Tree wall decor pictures. I love this with the galvanized picture with the flowers. So you'll need that. And then I picked up 2 of the leaves, the wall decor that has the leaves, and I hauled these for you not long ago. I think this is going to be so cute. Then I had my husband cut me some 1/4 inch plywood that we had just around the house. It's scrap, and he cut it 24.5 inches long by 8.5 inches wide. And the reason I'm having to do a voiceover is I finally got a microphone, but it was turned off when I filmed. I'm a mess, what can I say? So hopefully the next time I'll be back to normal. I can only hope and pray. Okay, you're also going to need some 5-gallon paint stir sticks from, I got mine at Home Depot. You can get them at Lowe's. They're like 98 cents for some or $1 something. It's not much. So you will need 5 of those, okay? And then you're going to need some of these long wooden craft dowels that I picked up at Dollar Tree. I hauled them once and I can't find them now. And you're going to need 2 of those. Then you're going to be needing the Waverly Chalk paint in Truffle. I've used this so many times and I love it. Okay, I'm going to be dry brushing the Folk Art Metallic Antique Gold on this. I love this stuff. I use it all the time. And I'll probably be also using Metallic Royal Gold. Now I'm going to be probably using my little square that I got at the Dollar Tree. I just love this. And I'm going to be using these 2 brushes, this one to apply the chalk paint and this one for the dry brushing. And I love this little brush pot that I found at the Dollar Tree. It keeps your brushes moist. And then I'm going to be using my DeWalt saw, and I will link it if I can find it. I've had a lot of questions about it and my glue gun. I think I got it at Lowe's. All right, now I'm going to be using my Waverly Chalk paint, and I'm just going to be applying a very thin layer on top. You really don't even need to paint this top part, because you're not going to see it, but I did it just in case any of it would peek out, but turns out it didn't. So you just want to put a light coating. The only thing you really need to paint when it comes to that are the sides of your base. And I'm not going to have you watch me do this because I know you know what I'm doing. So just make sure you paint the paint stir sticks on both sides and on the ends, and then your wooden dowels all over. So as soon as these dry, I'll be right back. All right, now I'm going to take my DeWalt saw, and like I said, it's great if you don't have any upper body strength. And I'm just going ahead and get those dowels, and I have them taped, and I have a little mark on them so I can see where to cut. And I just put them in there, and it cuts pulling back, but I really just go back and forth. I find it easier to do that. Now I did have my husband take that miter box and put it on a piece of wood and screw it down to it so I wouldn't accidentally cut my countertop. So that's a good idea for you. But you can see it cuts really easy. And there they went. Okay, so I'm going to, and that what I really like is it gives a very smooth cut to it. So I'm going to go ahead and paint those, and then I'll be back. Okay, I have everything painted. That's kind of still a little damp, but I did take a hair dryer to all of them. I really need to get a heat gun is what I need to do. But I even painted the sticks. And now I'm just going to take some of the folk art metallic antique gold and put a little bit out on my plate. And we're going to do some dry brushing with that little brush. Now the brush that I usually use that I call my well-loved brush, it's too well-loved now. So all I'm going to do is just brush this side because you will be able to see the side. So I just wanted to make sure that I lightened it up and put that gold on there. And especially I wanted to pull out the gold that's in these pictures. So that's all I'm doing right here. And you just do the sides and the top and the bottom. Okay, now I'm just taking the paint stir sticks and brushing on both sides with that gold. And you don't have to put a lot. I don't want to cover the dark brown, the truffle, but I do want to lighten it up and give it some life with that gold. And just do all the paint stir sticks front and back, and then the little wooden dowels front and back. Okay, now that I have the antique gold all over, I'm taking some of the metallic royal gold from Folk Art and putting a little bit out on my plate, and I'm going to be dry brushing that on there. I just love the warmth of that. I think it's a beautiful color. So I'm just basically going back over all the paint stir sticks and the wooden dowels front and back and dry brushing it on there. If you get too much of the gold, you can always go back with some of your truffle paint and clear that off. Okay, now I'm taking the 3 pictures that I picked up at the Dollar Tree, and I'm just opening them up, and I had already taken the little hanger off of them all previously. It was funny, one of them already came off in the package, so I didn't have to take that off. But what you want to do is just take them and put them on your wood and sort of make sure you get an idea for your spacing. They should fit flush up next to each other. Now you could, if you wanted, you definitely could just leave them without the sides on there, and that would be very pretty, but I wanted to make it like a box. So now I'm looking at my paint stir sticks, and they fit on the side but still on that bottom wood, if that makes any sense. I'm basically making a frame with them. Okay, so what I decided to do is this time just glue along the bottom, along the sides of each paint stir stick, and lay that flat on my counter and let that adhere. Now, like I've said, I would recommend using E6000 in combination with hot glue for a stronger hold. I didn't put a lot of glue in between there. If you want to put more glue, I use the Gorilla Glue and I really do love it. If you want to put more glue on there, I think it would probably hold. I haven't had any problems, but just put more glue than I did. And I'm just going to lay that flat and let it butt right up against each other to sort of set up. Now I'm going to put this right along through here. Normally I would put the pictures in first, but this time I decided that I thought that I would go ahead and build my frame first and then put the pictures down in there. So I'm putting hot glue along the bottom of the paint stir sticks, and I am putting quite a bit of hot glue. But once again, I would recommend the E6000 in combination with the hot glue if you want a nice permanent hold that you don't have to worry about. I don't have any problems, but I can't say for sure that you wouldn't, okay? So I'm just making sure that I get it down through there right at the edge, because it has to be at the edge, and I'm getting a smaller one to make sure that I have it so that I can set it on the top and set it on the bottom, because you don't want to get this stuff glued on the wood and then find out that you're wrong, because it will be hard to get it off, okay? But that's basically making that, and that kind of looks like a shelf. I think that's another really cute farmhouse little DIY. But I'm going to go ahead and glue the next side on. Normally I would just, you know, not have you watch me, but I want you to know exactly how I did this, since I did do this a little bit different. You can go ahead, which is what I originally was going to do, and glue the pictures down and then build that frame around it. It would probably be easier because it was a very snug fit. I didn't even have to glue my pictures down. So I'm putting the glue on here. And you kind of got to work quick because it does set up pretty quickly. And just make sure you get it straight and it's not tilted in at all. And that you have room for your top and your bottom. And you can see I'm kind of moving a little quick when I went to get up to that top to make sure that it fit. Now I'm going to go to the bottom and I'm going to put glue on the bottom of each of those paint stir sticks at the side, right in there. And then I'm going to put glue on the bottom of my paint stir stick. And you can see I'm using a liberal amount of hot glue there. Okay, and I'm just making sure that it's nice and flush and square. You don't want anything to look weird. And then I started thinking, I wonder if I could just slide that down in there. So I started pushing. It is a very snug fit. Now, I didn't even have to glue that, like I said. It is not going to come out. Now, that one, when I went to put it in, since it is from the Dollar Tree, they're not all the same size. And at first I was like, oh no, it's not going to go. But it did. I just kept pushing and moving it. But you can see that glue is holding through all this pushing. And I was pushing hard and it did not move. But I finally kept moving it and squishing it. It didn't tear anything. Okay. So I've kept pushing and then I finally got it to slide down in there and it went nicely. Now the third one was very easy because it was the same size as the bottom one. So it just slipped right in there. And that's what we're having so far. I think that's really cute. And they're very flush and they're not going to come out. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that top piece on there. And like I said, you want to make sure that you can just make this really nice tight box. So I'm putting the glue on the bottom of the paint stir stick and then on both sides again. Okay, so now I'm just putting the paint stir stick on there where I have the glue on it, and it's very secure and it's not going anywhere. Then I'm just going to flip it around and take a look at it. At this point, you have a couple options. You can either leave it just like this without the wooden dowels, and it would be very pretty, or you can use the wooden dowels. Now, that one just slipped in really tight, and I didn't even have to glue it down, but the top one is going to require some glue, but that isn't a problem. I'm just going to put some glue right on it. You don't want to put a lot to where it's dripping, but you want to put enough so it will hold. And then I'm just going to put it where the two pictures meet, and that gives it this cute little farmhouse divide that I love. Okay, here it is. This is how it turned out. I love how this Dollar Tree farmhouse wall decor turned out. You can really decorate your house very inexpensively in the farmhouse style with items from the Dollar Tree. And I'm going to be putting this on the side of my cabinets. That's why I made it. And I have a little piece of glue there that I need to get off. But it really looks cute. If you would see this at Hobby Lobby, Michael's, Kirkland's, anywhere, you would pay a lot of money for that. And I don't have much in it at all. But I really think those little wooden dowels give it that added farmhouse touch that I love. And I had my husband put a little hole with a drill on the back, and that's how I'm going to hang it. But I don't have the hook on the side of my cabinet yet. So I'm going to take it into the laundry room and let you see what it looks like in just a little bit. So if you're not already subscribed to my channel, I would love it if you would subscribe and become a member of our family. And if you subscribe, hit that notification bell and set it to all so you won't miss an upload. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a big thumbs up. It really helps me out on YouTube. Now, I did a video yesterday on my Cricut that I showed how to get to the description box and what all I put in it because I had a request of how to get there. Now, I will go ahead and link my DeWalt glue gun down there if I can find it, my Gorilla Glue. So I will see you tomorrow for another Dollar Tree DIY with new finds and my planner using Dollar Tree stickers. Okay, let's take a look at it in my utility room. I love how it turned out. Those pictures, I cannot believe came from the Dollar Tree. It gives such a beautiful farmhouse look. And just look at those pictures. I've never seen anything like that at the Dollar Tree. I hope you all are able to find them. So I will see you, like I said, tomorrow for a haul and a planner. So until next time, bye guys.